happened there was the base game here is 2 limbs equal a kill shot, which is double tapping either arm will kill. Torso is a kill shot. Shoulder is a kill shot. Back is a kill shot.
I can tape my staff too.
We do not condone face shots or genital shots, but sometimes they do happen.
Okay.
That was a hip shot. Hip shots are kill shots.
So it's trying to reenact, you know, kind of like it was in medieval days,
Yes,
huh?
yes, sir.
The weapons, what kind of weapons are these guys having right here?
Right there, Daggers in the black, who just lost in the black jacket, is wielding 2 short swords, Omnis, which is basically a round pull noodle, taped up to Amtgard standards and rule standards, and any strike surface on that black part of the noodle is killable. You can kill somebody with any surface on that.
Okay.
Gekwen, the one in the blue, is using a dagger, flat blade. So you would have to tag somebody with the blade part of that dagger in order for it to count.
Okay. So what happens when you got a dagger up against a sword? I mean, obviously the reach makes a big difference.
Yes. It all boils down to, I mean, everything comes into play. Experience, speed, your fakes, your wraps, anything that you've learned out throughout the game to get in.
Because what comes to mind is the old joke that I brought a knife and the other guy brought a gun to the fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have a sword too. You can
But in real days, that could happen, right? You're out there with a sword or with a dagger, and a person jumps you with a sword. It's no saying I can't fight because I don't have the same weapon.
Yeah. Sometimes it's all you have, and you have to go out there with it.
Okay.
So it was same kind. Okay, so there's a long. Is that a sword?
Yeah, it's a long sword versus 2 short swords.
Okay. So she can block with one
And attack with the other, yes.
Yeah. Which gives you a little advantage.
Or attack with both.
Or with both. Do you have to stay flat-footed, or can you go to your knees and fight? Or?
Yes. When you get legged, like, well, the battle's over. But when you get legged, see there, she's planting, so she can't pick up the foot that got attacked. She can only pivot.
Oh, I see. Because she's been hit with it?
Yes. The leg has been taken. But in the rulebook now, you have to drop to your knees and fight. Now, when you're on your knees, you can move around all you want on your knees.
Okay. But a terrible disadvantage, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. What's, you know, like in any sporting event, size can make a difference. In this, maybe not quite so much?
People's body difference is some people have longer arms than others. Whether, you know, somebody who would have long arms, a short sword might become a long sword.
Yeah, but I mean more like weight difference.
Oh, weight difference?
Not a whole lot there, is there?
No, not necessarily. That would be getting more into more other LARPs. They branch off the big LARP tree of families, such as LARPs that are more physical, such as they allow shield bashing and stuff. That's where that really comes into play.
Okay. Now, when I was out here one time before, I don't know, they had some kind of a weapon that you throw, like a bomb or something like that.
It might have been on part of one of the games. I mean, we play you know, sometimes we play Goblin Soccer, which the ball is a white weapon and it kills you instantly. It touches you.
Okay.
We also have throwing weapons that some classes can use, if their class allows it, that kill people when if it gets a torso shot or it takes an arm if it hits you.
Okay. Now, obviously these weapons are padded, but I imagine they can still hurt a little bit.
Yes, like everything breaks down over the course of time. Our weapons do break down. We build them to be as safe as possible, but foam does have its breaking point, and we try to conduct, you know, monthly checks on the weapon.
I was just ready to ask, you know, like before this starts, does anybody look at the stuff and make sure that it's okay?
People usually, when they pull it out, they'll pull it out, you know, wrap their hands around the weapon, feel it, you know, make sure there's no soft spots, or if the core on the inside of the noodle isn't, you know, you can't feel it, just to be safe for everybody.
Okay. So let's see here. We have the one guy has a small weapon and a longer one. So is the blue one right there? That's a dagger, is it? Okay. So a dagger and a sword going up against what? It looks like
2 daggers.
Oh, okay. That looked like a
Oh,
hatchet
there you
or
go.
something.
Just a dagger.
Just-
Now they've dropped weapons and are going to daggers.
And why do they drop weapons?
Just sometimes it's a sign of honor, or sometimes they just want to have a dagger fight.
Okay.
I mean, if Josh dropped one dagger, Wretch had no means in dropping his sword. He could have had both the longsword and the dagger if he chose.
Okay.
But just to be honorable, he dropped it.
Okay. How often do you guys get together?
We get together every Saturday.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
We get together every Saturday. We try to be here around noon, but you know, when it boils down to it, it's just a game, and everyone has real lives that they have to attend to. So we love to see everybody out here, but sometimes it doesn't happen. But people usually get here around later on in the day. But yes, we do.
You know, the last time I was out here, I don't believe I seen a female out here, and we have one today. How often do you see that?
Our field is pretty blessed on having a girl to guy ratio. We actually have around pretty much even.
Really?
Yes. Some of them aren't out today, but we have. I mean, more of them are showing up.
Now, what's going on right here is, now when I've been out here before, everybody was in a, you know, there was fights. You know, two people would come out, and then
two-man rotating.
Two-man rotating. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of neat. I liked watching that. I was shooting a GoPro at the time. And for people that are watching here, I'm using a Sony HD camera, 500, sorry, and I'm using a live stream broadcaster with the Verizon Jetpack hotspot to send this all live. Please leave comments. If you're watching this, please leave comments. I have about 13 followers, so they know at least it's going on. And what happens is you guys can watch this later on this evening. Well, actually, you can go watch it in about 10 seconds after I shut this off. It'll be there.
Awesome.
And there's two ways of doing this. One, having the URL, which I'll give you once we're done. Another way of doing it is you can go to livestream.com. In the search, put in Roger, R-O-G-E-R, Coughlin, C-O-U-G-H-L-I-N. It'll take you right to my channel.
Be aggressive, Good try.
Just down here for a moment.
Might I throw something in there?
No, yeah.
Amtgard, like I said, is played worldwide. If anybody is interested, there are local fields like this that meet up during certain days that they've picked at your local town or city. Please get in touch with them.
How would they get in touch with this local one?
There is a website. You can log in on the internet look under Amp Wiki, and then just type in the city or town that you live in, and it should bring up local fields in your area.
Spell Amp Wiki?
Ow! You did!
A-M-T.
Okay. A-N-T.
AMTWIKI.net.
Okay.
And that's it's an Amtgard, online Amtgard encyclopedia.
Well, why don't you come out here? Let me get you a little bit while you're talking about that.
It's an Amtgard wiki that anyone who's involved in the game can go in and edit, and so it's kept up by players and not by any one particular person.
Okay. What can you? Actually, you're the one I was going to interview, and I ended up thinking it was him. Is there anything that you'd like to say? Of course, I don't know if you know what he said, but.
No, what did he say?
I just explained how long it's been around. It's played worldwide.
I was like, have you been telling scandalous things?
I have. Shenanigans, you know.
Yeah.
So, to get with you guys, is there any phone numbers anybody can call to talk to you?
Well,
or is that
we have a site called amtgardrecords.com, and there's a link called the ORK Atlas. And what it does is it gives a map of every single Amtgard group that's currently active. And you just go, there's links to the kingdoms and there's links to the states. And you go on the states and then look at the group. And it'll let you know if anyone has any contact phone numbers to get a hold. I've had some new players come in who've actually called me. I'm one of the contacts on there. And it just, you know, if they have any people, a lot of members of the monarchy have their phone numbers on there. So if anyone wants to try it out, they can go ahead and get a hold of them on there.
Okay. Have you guys ever seen the stuff I put on YouTube for you?
Oh yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, not so good, but
I dug it a lot. Having that if anything, having that aerial perspective over it was really cool. It was something.
And one of these days, I'd like to do that again because I've got some really improved stuff over what I had that day.
Oh, awesome.
I'd like to send something up really high. And now, at that time, I just adjusted it to what I thought the angle and dangle was and sent it up. And not very far at that. But now I can use my iPhone and actually look at it to know that I've got it right and stuff. Yeah. And send it live over the internet as well on the GoPro.
Well, one of the things that we're probably going to have a lot of people at the gym event, and the place that we normally is going to be fighting on, is going to have those high benches, basketball benches, which is a really good place to put the camera.
And where's this now?
It's going to be at the gym at Midland College.
Oh, that's what, was you telling me or somebody was telling me about this?
It was probably either Snow or Liliana mentioned it.
Maybe it was her. Well, somebody was, yeah. Why don't we get that on here? Tell us about that.
Well, we're having a mid-reign. Normally a term of office in Amtgard or reign is 6 months. And 3 months into that reign, we have an event where there's fighting and a feast, you know, meals are prepared, everyone just has a really good time, awards are given out, and it's called mid-reign. We've had quite a few mid-reigns here, there have been plenty of mid-reigns all over town. This coming month, however, next week on the 12th, we're going to be having it at the gymnasium over at Midland College. And we have a lot of people coming down from the Hobbs chapter of Amtgard and the Lubbock chapter of Amtgard, Canyon, Texas chapter of Amtgard. We're all going to be coming down, and it's probably going to be a really good time. We're going to be playing a game that's really popular with a lot of people called Mayan basketball, which is I have a here. So I gotta get it. Just hold on one second.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I can't really see much. I'm stupid.
How about, what can you tell me about what you do out here?
I'm camera shy.
Oh, you're camera shy. Okay, and you?
I'm daggers.
I'm daggers.
Daggers?
I'm daggers, yeah.
Okay.
I'm one of the
and
blurbs.
How about you?
The Lance Ravenwolf.
What is it again?
The Lance Ravenwolf.
Okay. And what kind of weapons are you carrying right now?
I got my katana, my short sword, and my moon shiver, which is kind of like a cutlass.
I was almost in the fight there just a second ago.
Yeah, I was just like, oh god.
It's a very slow day today.
Yeah.
I think a ditching's probably going to happen.
We're probably... Oh, okay.
It's like, okay. James.
I'm James.
You could have a 20-foot pole on me and he'd probably still beat you.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh, fuck, I missed. Keep running, daggers.
I don't think daggers could hold it.
Come up against. You probably could. Someone's messing up our circle. Yeah, it kind of just like fell apart there.
Yeah, it did.
Hey, it always falls apart.